Welcome to the Philippines' premier motor show. This is Autofocus. I'm Ray Louis Gamboa. Here are our features on this edition of your electronic magazine, exclusive to the automobile and its industry.
Starting off with reviews of two vehicle models presently in the local market, a subcompact crossover SUV from Honda, the all-new BRV, and a compact SUV from Chevrolet, the all-new Trailblazer. On Autopedia, we'll talk about a vehicle shock absorber.
The next 60 minutes is all about the automobile. This is Autofocus, and we'll be right back after this short break.
Kailangan ng maaasahan, kailangan ng matibay, pang matagalan kasama mo sa pag-unlad ng negosyo. Modernong disenyo, kayang-kaya ang kargo mo ng tatak na ito. Isuzu Travis, level up with Isuzu. Level up mo yung negosyo. Isuzu Travis, level up with Isuzu. Level up with Isuzu Travis.
Welcome back to Autofocus, the automobile show. We start this edition of your electronic magazine with a review of one of the latest automobile models from Honda. This edition of Car Review takes a look at the all-new Honda BRV, a 7-seater subcompact crossover SUV making waves in the local market.
The Honda BRV was a hit for the brand when it was first introduced back in 2016. Sales slowed as the competition in the 7-seater subcompact crossover SUV segment grew steadily tougher with more new models. Honda is now looking again to lead the segment with the rollout of the all-new BRV with bigger dimensions, more SUV-like in design and styling, more advanced driver assistance safety technologies. Honda rolled out 4 variants of the new BRV, the entry-level 1.5 SMT, the 1.5 SCVT, the 1.5 VCVT, and the top-of-the-line 1.5 VX CVT Honda Sensing. The entry-level BRV is 4,490mm long, 1,780mm wide, and 1,651mm tall. The others are 4mm taller. All have a 2,700mm long wheelbase and a minimum ground clearance of 207mm. With those dimensions, the all-new BRV now has more of a stance and styling of a proper SUV. All variants now come complete with full LED headlights, daytime running lights, tail lamps, and high-mount stop lamp. The headlights of the top-of-the-line BRV 1.5 VX features an auto on-off function. Aside from the entry-level 1.5 SMT, the BRVs all have LED fog lamps. Turn signals are integrated with the body color side view mirrors that power adjust on all variants, but only in the 1.5 VS and VCVT do they power fold. All BRVs feature single exhaust pipes, roof rails, tailgate spoiler, as well as front and rear wipers with wash and rear windshield defoggers. The entry-level BRV only gets a micropole antenna and 16-inch steel rim strapped by 215/60 R16 95H tires. The rest sport shark fin antennas and 17-inch alloy wheel strapped by 215/55 R17 94V tires. The BRV cabin is surprisingly spacious given its 3 rows of seating for 7 passengers. The top 2 variants are equipped with a smart entry system for greater convenience. The S variants features keyless entry, which also provides easy entry. The VX and V variants get leather seats, while the S variants get high-grade fabric. The front seats slide and recline and feature height adjuster for the driver. The second row seat for 3 splits and tumbles 60/40 with just one touch of a button. An armrest folds down and only 2 occupy the second row seating in the VX and V variants. The third row seat for 2 splits 50-50 and features a dive-down mechanism to provide for a flat and bigger space for luggage or cargo. The VX instrument cluster features a 14-inch full-color TFT meter. The rest gets digital meters. The steering wheel, leather wrapped in the VX and V, plain urethane in the S variants, tilts but does not telescope. It does have controls for the audio system, which comes with a 7-inch touchscreen, Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, Bluetooth and 2 USB ports, and placed through 6 speakers in the VX and V and just 4 in the S variants. The top 2 variants come with automatic air conditioning, manual for the 2 others, and rear ventilation for all 4. Other comfort and convenient features include power windows, speed setting auto door locks, accessory sockets, 2 cup and 6 bottle holders, multiple grab rails. All variants are powered by a new 1.5 LDOHC iVTEC engine generating 121 PS and 145 Nm of torque, which comes with 1 push start system and remote engine start in all variants except for the 1.5 SMT. The engine is mated to a CVT transmission system again in all but the entry-level variant, which gets a 6-speed manual transmission. Spring for the top-of-the-line VX and you get paddle shifters. Describing the BRV ride and handling as car-like may not be quite a stretch from a Honda with a suspension system featuring front McPherson struts and torsion beam in the rear. Stopping power comes from a brake system using ventilated disc in front and drums in the rear. The all-new BRV already comes with Honda Sensing, a suite of advanced safety technologies that Honda says provides comprehensive protection for everyone sharing the road by giving warnings and automatically taking action to reduce the risk of accidents. These include lead car departure notification system, collision mitigation braking system, lane keeping assist system, road departure mitigation system with lane departure warning, adaptive cruise control, and auto high beam. But only the top-of-the-line BRV comes in Honda Sensing, as well as such safety and driver assist tech as Honda Lane Watch, rear seat reminder, side curtain airbags. Still, all new BRV variants come standard with anti-lock brake system, electronic brake force distribution, vehicle stability assist, hill start assist, security alarm, immobilizer, emergency stop signal, and reverse camera with guidelines. Except for the entry-level variant, the BRV also comes with parking sensors.
Honda's provisioned the BRV with many comfort and convenience features and driver assist technologies to give the subcompact crossover SUV a good chance of leading the segment anew. The latest auto industry news and developments right after this break.
Are you into grassroots racing, slaloms, autocross, time attacks, and circuit racing? Do you like to keep your daily ride in tip-top condition? Do you want to improve the performance and ride of your vehicle? Then head over to Fixed Stop Auto Service along 91 Congressional Avenue, Project 8 in Quezon City. Fixed Stop Auto Service can level up the performance and ride of your daily ride or weekend racer of all brands, models, and makes, from Japanese, American, European, and all other global manufacturers. Fixed Stop Auto Service offers preventive maintenance services, as well as upgrades of brakes, suspension, and other mechanical works. Fixed Stop also caters to all your needs for performance tires and accessories to make your dream vehicle stand out on the road or for just your enjoyment. For appointments, call 0917-803-8283 or message us on our Facebook page, www.facebook.com/fixedstopautoservice.
Welcome back to Autofocus. We now have the latest auto industry news.
Suzuki Philippines invited members of the media to test drive the new Suzuki Ertiga Hybrid. The whole day affair gave participants a chance to experience the driving comfort with a mild hybrid powertrain. The new Ertiga Hybrid test drive took participants from Makati to the Suzuki dealership in Kawit, Cavite, and then to the Lotus Spa Resort in Laguna.
We drove 12 of our Ertiga hybrid vehicles heading here in Lotus Pad. It's a very nice place for about 84 kilometers. Of course, the participants were our motoring media who are actually influencers, and we wanted to make sure that we provide this experience for them to talk about the product, to give feedback that our customers would hopefully be hearing out later on.
The choice of venue for the test drive and eco-amazing race that participants later enjoyed was dictated by Suzuki wanting to show how the Ertiga can be both a fun, practical, and eco-friendly vehicle.
As you can see, the place, fresh air, green background, of course, which actually relates to our goal of communicating that the Ertiga Hybrid is ready to bring our market the most fuel efficient and to enjoy driving with less carbon emission. Pretty much offering of the Ertiga Hybrid. So that's why we brought all our partners.
The new Suzuki Ertiga Hybrid is now available for order and test drives at all Suzuki dealerships nationwide.
To our customers, I'm Norihide Takei. I would like to invite all of you to visit any of our 70 dealerships nationwide. We have prepared the test drive unit for all of you to see and drive.
Mini is looking to grow its share of the local vehicle market with the introduction of electric vehicles. This was revealed by Kid Yam, head of Mini Asia, who was here to help celebrate the opening of the Mini showroom in Bonifacio Global City.
Mini has been growing quite strongly in the Philippines, and of course one of the key growth plan for Mini in the Philippines is the introduction of our electric vehicles. Globally, Mini has announced the plan that Mini will be transformed into a full electric brand by 2030, which is 7 years from today. So of course this journey will include Mini Philippines as well, and we look forward to the introduction of more exciting models in the Philippines.
The opening of the BGC showroom is part of Mini Philippines becoming a more aggressive in growing its share of the market. Mini Philippines is also excited about rolling out Mini EVs locally.
We're back in BGC, and where most of our clients are nearby, and we're excited to be back here, and we'll be very, very aggressive with Mini starting this year onwards. By 2030, all the Mini models will be electric vehicles already. So we will start it by next year. Hopefully next year we can start introducing one model at a time. And we're very excited about it. I've seen the prototype, it's beautiful. And we're all excited to supply the electric Mini here in the Philippines.
Nissan Philippines is looking forward to a growing local automotive market in 2023 and plans to further grow along with it.
We are already growing, the economy is booming, we will continue in that way. We have confidence that the people want to go out, the people want to drive, they want to go to beaches. We hope also have a very good partnership with the Department of Tourism. Philippines is a lovely country, and what about not going with your car and driving around the Philippines with your family? And I think that's what you can do with all our products.
Nissan in 2023 will be focusing on meeting the high demand for the highly in-demand models in its lineup, including the Kicks e-Power and the Livina.
We recently launched Kicks and Livina. Okay, we still have been trying to serve the high demand of those products. I think what our focus this year is to serve that demand and stop having a list of people waiting. We want to be serving our customers quicker, and this is our main effort, is to try to reduce the time.
Hoyos also revealed that Nissan will soon announce a reduction in the sticker price of the Leaf. He said the price reduction for the Leaf is made possible by a newly released Malacanang executive order temporarily modifying tariff rates on import electric vehicles.
Those are the latest news and developments in the automotive industry. We shall take another short break. Stay with us. I'll be right back.
who said happiness can only be found on the ground? Next generation Ford Ranger. Do the undone. Reserve yours now on Ford.com.ph or at your nearest Ford dealer.
Welcome back to Autofocus, the country's premier automobile news and features electronic magazine. Here's our comparison of the latest automobile models belonging to the same category on Head to Head.
While more and more people prefer SUVs and crossovers, there is still a market for subcompact sedans. Competition is fierce, with automakers rolling out variants and special edition models shoehorned with as many advanced features and tech possible. This is especially true with top-end variants that invariably add or enhance the sporty character of entry-level subcompact passenger sedans. Take for example the Honda City RS and the Nissan Almera VL Turbo and Sport CVT. The Honda City 1.5 RS CVT is 4,553mm long, 1,748mm wide, and 1,467mm tall. It also has a 2,600mm long wheelbase and clears the ground by 134mm. The Nissan Almera 1.0 VL Turbo and Sport CVT is a tad shorter, narrower at 4,530mm long, 1,740mm wide, and 1,460mm tall, with a 2,620mm long wheelbase and a minimum ground clearance of 135mm. To merit the RS tag, Honda equipped the Honda City with Rally Sport design front and rear bumpers, high-gloss black grille with RS emblem, trunk spoiler, Sharkin antenna, and 16-inch RS design aluminum alloy wheels. Aside from the Rally Sport-inspired features, the City 1.5 RS also comes with full LED headlights with auto-off timer, LED fog light with sporty garnish, LED high-mount stop lamp, body-colored door handles, intermittent front wipers with washer, and side mirrors with integrated turn signals that fold and adjust electronically. To merit the N Sport tag, Nissan equipped the top-of-the-line Almera with N Sport design front and rear bumpers, dark chrome V-Motion grille, and alloy wheels strapped by 205 55R16 tires. It also features a boomerang LED headlamps and taillights, LED signature daytime lamps, kick-up seat pillars, floating roof, and silver finished outside door mirrors. Comfort and convenience in the Honda City 1.5 RS begins with a one-push smart entry and remote engine start system. Once inside, one can enjoy a cabin with black and red trim and seats upholstered in leather and suede. The front seats slide and recline with height seat adjuster for the driver. Wrapped in leather are the shift knob and the 3-spoke leather-wrapped steering wheel which tilts and telescopes, and features switches and buttons for cruise control, audio and hands-free telephone system with voice recognition and paddle shifters. Also adding to comfort and convenience are center armrests in front and rear, power windows, 2 cup holders, 4 bottle holders, 2 12-volt accessory sockets, automatic air conditioning system with rotary knobs, digital display, and rear ventilation. The top-of-the-line Nissan Almera comes with smart keyless entry and engine push start-stop system. Inside, one can enjoy what Nissan claims is the best-in-class cabin roominess that features black leather interiors with contrast stitching for the seats. The driver's seat slides, reclines, adjusts for height manually. The front passenger seats just slides and reclines. The rear sit back splits and folds 60/40 and features a fold-down center armrest with cup holders. The leather-wrapped D-shaped steering wheel tilts and telescopes and features controls for audio, hands-free phone, voice recognition system. The dashboard is highlighted by a 7-inch TFT meter with integrated drive assist display. Other comfort and convenience features include power door locks and windows and single-zone automatic air conditioning. The infotainment system on the Honda City 1.5 RS features an 8-inch touchscreen unit with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, with Blink, Bluetooth, 2 USB ports, and 8 speakers. The Almera N Sport infotainment system features the Nissan 8-inch advanced touchscreen display that comes with radio tuner, Apple CarPlay, Bluetooth, auxiliary and USB portals, in-glass type antenna, and 6 speakers. Underneath the hood of the Honda City 1.5 RS is a 1,498cc inline 4-cylinder gasoline engine with double overhead cam, programmed fuel injection, and IV tech that generates 120 PS at 6,600 revolutions per minute and 145 Nm of torque at 4,300 RPM. The engine drives the front wheels via a continuously variable transmission. The suspension system features front McPherson struts and torsion beams in the rear. The brake system uses front ventilated discs and rear drums. The all-new Almera made available locally arrived with just a 1-liter 3-cylinder gasoline engine, but with turbocharger, the engine generates 100 PS revolutions per minute and 152 Nm of torque. An Xtronic continuously variable transmission sends power and torque to the front wheels. The suspension features independent McPherson struts with stabilizer on the front wheels and torsion beams in the rear. The brake system uses ventilated front discs and rear drums. Honda equipped the City 1.5 RS with many safety and driver assist technologies that include dual front, side, and curtain airbags, 3-point seat belts for 5, child lock and ISOFIX child seat anchors, speed sensing auto door lock and security system with alarm and immobilizer. Helping keep drivers safe are systems that include vehicle stability assist with agile handling assist, hill start assist, anti-lock brake system with electronic brake force distribution, and emergency stop signal. A multi-view rear camera greatly helps with parking the top-of-the-line Honda City 1.5 RS. The Almera VL Turbo N Sport CVT comes with Nissan Intelligent Mobility technology that includes intelligent forward collision warning, intelligent forward emergency braking, blind spot warning, rear cross traffic alert, as well as intelligent around view monitor with moving object detection. Aside from the anti-lock brake system with electronic brake force distribution and vehicle dynamic control, Nissan also equipped the Almera with driver, front, passenger, side and side curtain airbags, 3-point ELR seatbelts with pre-tensioner, load limiter, and height adjust for driver and front passenger, and 3-point ELR seatbelts for 3 in the back, ISOFIX and tether anchors, as well as alarm and immobilizer.
Kailangan ng maaasahan, kailangan ng matibay, pang matagalan kasama mo sa pag-unlad ng negosyo. Modernong disenyo, kaya-kaya ang kargo mo ng tatak na ito. Isuzu Travis, level up with Isuzu. Level up mo yung negosyo. Isuzu Travis, level up with Isuzu. Level up with Isuzu Travis.
Motul is the most trusted motor oil of the top teams competing in some of the world's most grueling race competitions, the WRC, the WTCC, and the Japan GT. Motul is the only 100% fully synthetic motor oil in the market. It has anti-oxidation properties that prevent premature thickening and aging due to thermal stress and guarantees total engine protection. For more information about Motul engine oils, visit www.motul.com.ph.
Life comes at you fast. If you're brave enough, drive right back at it. Brave the big city or the great outdoors. Brave the carpool or the extra cargo. Brave the unexpected with Honda Sensing. Brave the long road with fuel efficiency to reach your destination. The all-new Honda BRV. Brave the next level.
Welcome back to Autofocus, the country's premier automobile news and features electronic magazine. Our special feature is next.
They're very different products, but equally innovative, and I think will have an impact in their segment. The Enfao is a sedan with a very sporty look and goes in the line that the market is moving in that segment. I think it's going to be a reference thanks to its design, technology, the performances, because it's going to be the most performing car in the model in the segment, in the area, and accessible price point. As far as the GS8 is concerned, it's our flagship, and it has everything to represent standards of quality, technology and design of GAC, and I think it will represent a great option for those customers that are thinking about higher priced big SUVs, and I think the GS8 is an amazing opportunity to find the same quality, the same durability, craftsmanship, performance, technology at a much more accessible price point. The first point on which we are working is the network. You cannot be successful if you don't have a network that's closer to the customer, so with a higher number of points. And in few months since entering the project, we managed to grow the outlets from 6 to 14 that will be ready within the next 3-4 months. And that's important because we will bring this product much closer to the customers. Additionally, during this year, these are only the first 2 new products, but there will be more coming in the next few months, and that will also increase our awareness, will open up our offering to more segments in the market. We will multiply exponentially the number of service points within the year to be closer to the customer. We offer 5 years warranty, roadside assistance when you purchase your car for 1 year. So after sales for us is as important as sales. And obviously with the structure on the territory, that's what we think will address them. I can't really tell you, but I just can tell you stay tuned on GAC because we will have more news coming in the next month.
Welcome back. We have more cars for you to know and appreciate as we have our second car review this week.
When Chevrolet Philippines, or the Covenant Car Company Inc. launched the all-new Trailblazer a number of months back, it described its entry to the premium compact SUV segment as a step above the competition. It also boldly stated that the new Trailblazer is meant for forward-thinking, tech-savvy individuals. The revered Trailblazer nameplate now is attached to a compact SUV that Chevrolet says is built in South Korea. The new Trailblazer is 4,408mm long, 2,052mm wide, and 1,656mm tall, with a 2,640mm long wheelbase, and clears the ground by 178mm, dimensions that fall within the compact SUV segment. TCCI brought in 2 variants of the Trailblazer, the Premier and the LT. Fans of the Chevrolet brand should recognize styling cues on the Trailblazer fascia inspired by the Camaro shared by both variants. Then there is the signature Chevy dual port grille. The accent bar integrated into the headlamps and the faux skid plate, silver on the Premium and black on the LT, give the new Trailblazer a distinctive SUV look. Lending some truth to TCCI's claim of the Trailblazer being a step above the competition are the LED IntelliBeam headlamps with manual leveling, LED daylight running lights, and LED fog maps, and the active grille shutters that Chevy says work to improve engine ventilation as well as aerodynamics. The LT, however, comes with halogen headlamps without the front fog lamps. The Trailblazer profile features sharp lines and thick black lower body molding that lend it a sporty character. The body-colored side view mirrors with integrated turn signals are heated, power adjust, and fold in both variants. The Trailblazer features a high-mount stop lamp and combination tail lamps that are LEDs on the Premium and halogen in the LT. The rear skid plate are silver on the Premium and black on the LT. Both variants sport a rear spoiler and roof antenna. Only the Premier comes with roof rails. Both also ride on 17-inch aluminum wheel strap by 225/60 R17 SL 99HBW tires. The Trailblazer Premium and LT share much of the interior features and tech, starting with passive entry system that gets one easily into the cabin that features jet black trim, dash and center console. The leather-like upholstery for the seats also come in jet black color with white herringbone pattern stitching. Only 6-way manual adjust for the drivers and 4-way for the front passenger, but all seats for 5 are heated. The back row bench seat also splits 60-40, providing flexibility as well as room to carry more luggage or cargo. Also with heater function is the leather-wrapped steering wheel that tilts and telescopes and comes with controls for the multimedia system, audio and cruise control among other things. The instrument panel features a 3.5-inch monochrome multi-information display between the circular analog speedometer and tachometer. The display provides info on such things such as trip distance, fuel range, average fuel economy, eco drive assistance, as well as the tire pressure monitoring system and seatbelts warning for driver, passenger, and rear passengers. The Premium and the LT also share express up and down power windows with anti-pinch function for driver, auto-dimming rear view mirrors, power door locks, rear window defogger, sun visors with illumination, mirror and cover, as well as AC cabin pollen filter. However, only the Premium has the air moisture sensor and automatic climate control system. The LT only has manual air conditioning. The 8-inch Chevrolet MyLink infotainment system is the focal point of the center console in both the Premium and the LT. The system comes with Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, Bluetooth, radio tuner, audio and video, as well as 6 speakers, and 1 auxiliary and 2 USB ports. One can also set up a pin to lock both the infotainment system and the steering wheel controls. In both the Premium and LT, one starts the engine with a push of a button. Chevy Trailblazer is powered by GM's next generation Euro 4 e-turbo engine, a 1.3-liter inline 3-cylinder DOHC turbocharged power plant that delivers 155 horsepower at 5,600 RPM and 236 Nm of torque between 1,600 RPM and 4,000 RPM. GM says the Trailblazer engine features an active thermal management system, a variable displacement oil pump, and an electric water pump that is independent from the engine that work together to improve fuel efficiency, cut down on emission, and optimize performance. The engine is mated to a lightweight 6-speed Hydra-Matic VT40 continuously variable transmission that comes with a multi-drive mode system to match road conditions. The suspension system features McPherson struts in front and torsion beams in the rear. An all-wheel disc brake system ventilated in front and solid in the rear provides the stopping power. TCCI chose to have both the Trailblazer Premier and LT have standard and cutting-edge driver assist and safety technologies and features. These include, among other things, forward collision alert, following distance indicator, automatic emergency braking, front pedestrian detection, lane change alert with side blind zone alert, lane keep assist with lane departure warning, rear park assist sensors with camera, and rear cross traffic alert. It also comes with enhanced stability control that integrates anti-lock braking system, electronic brake force distribution, traction control system, electronic stability control, hill start assist, rollover protection, and cornering brake control. The brake assist system integrates fading brake assist, panic brake assist, brake pre-fill, and torque vectoring by brakes. The Chevy Trailblazer is also equipped with 3-point seat belts for all 5 occupants, 6 airbags, ISOFIX child seat anchorage, side door impact beams, a tire pressure monitoring system, and tire fill alert.
Know more about your car and how to take care of it here on Autopedia.
Hi, this is Sydney, and today we'll talk about shock absorbers. So this is your vehicle shock absorber. As the name implies, it absorbs the shock of the bad roads that we have here in the Philippines. Now, old-timers will ask you, and then, ano ba yung shock mo? Fluid o gas? O wala nang fluid shock ngayon? They're all gas shocks. But here's the thing. Inside here is both gas and fluid. It's called gas shock because up here there is pressurized nitrogen gas here, but the shock absorption is still done by oil. It's still a fluid. It's just that the old shocks don't have any pressurized gas, and it's just fluid. So now it's both gas and fluid. All shocks right now are like that. As you can imagine, this thing goes up and down to absorb the shock. This is actually called a McPherson strut, named after the guy who invented it. So what that simply means is that there is a baso here where the spring sits, This bolts on to the axle and the hub, and this bolts to the chassis. So the big question is, how do you know if sira na yung shocks mo? The easiest, fastest, and most sure way to find out, you have to take the shock out of the car to be able to tell if it's busted or not. So here we have two shocks. One is new, one is old. This one is busted, and I'll show you why. As you can see, it don't go up no more. Effectively, this thing is not absorbing any shock at all. And we compare it to a new shock. As you can see, it has to go up on its own, and it has to go up pretty fast. If it doesn't go up this fast, it's also busted, or dead, or dying. New, old, dead, alive. You may have heard the old school advice also. You make kalog-kalog the car to see if the shocks are okay. That is also not true, and I'll show you why. We have several cars here to demonstrate. The old school wisdom is, if it does that the shock is okay. No, not necessarily. Because what you're doing is just pushing down on the spring and it just goes up. What makes the shock goes up is actually the spring. Then we have here another car. It doesn't go up or down. So what does that mean? The shock is busted? No, it's not. BMs are really like that. That's why the handling is good. Here we have a Fortuner. It bounces a lot more than the Ford Explorer. But is the shock dead? No, it's not. It's just really like that. So that method doesn't really work. You cannot be certain if your suspension is good or bad just by doing the bounce test. No, because every car behaves differently when you bounce it. So the only real way to know if your shock is good or bad is to have it taken out and then do the press test, what I just did. Ano magandang bilhin na shock? You can always buy OEM. You can go to the casa, buy whatever that they're selling, and then call it a day. It is, after all, the same spec as what you have. If you're looking for something cheaper, get one of these, KYB XLG. This is pretty much the same spec as the original shock, but of course at a cheaper price. And chances are, if you have a Japanese car, KYB has an application for it. So this is a front shock. This is a rear shock. This, I believe, is for a Honda Jazz. This, I believe, is for a Lancer. If you want to step up from something better, KYB also has this. It's called a new SR Special. It looks exactly the same as the shock that's going to be taken out. The big difference is what's inside here. This one will actually give a better ride than what you have because, like I said, it's a shock absorber. It's better at absorbing the shock. And there are things that make it slightly better. A bigger and fatter shaft than the original one. The piston inside here is also better, than the valving is also slightly different. And this one is built to take lowering springs if your ride is lowered. Because if you put lowering springs on a OEM shock, chances are in less than a year, your shock ain't gonna work no more as well. So might as well get a set of these. And for German cars, there's only one go-to brand. It's Bilstein. That's it. So there, hopefully, you have now a better understanding of what your vehicle shock absorbers does and how to spot if it's busted.
That's our feature in Autopedia this week. Taking care of your ride has been made easier. And that's Autofocus this week. We hope you have found this edition of your Electronic Automobile Magazine informative as well as entertaining. Check us out on our Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram accounts. On behalf of my dad, Butch Gamboa, this has been your host, Ray Louie Gamboa. Please stay safe and healthy.